All right, don't jump up, don't jump up. Final Fridays are now different. I'm going to ring the bell, we're going to do introductions, and then it's Final Friday. We're doing the auction, so I don't have a problem at the end. So it's going to be good. So,
you're always going to have a problem.
I always have a problem, but we're not going to worry about that problem or any of my other problems.
You're not going to have a problem with me.
Right, right. So,
Which is hard to
do we have any visiting Rotarians or guests? You are no longer a guest. You are officially here.
Thank you.
We'll start here.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Jens. I'm an exchange student from Italy, and I'm here because Claire is my lovely host mom. And thank you.
Thank you. Table.
Well, hi, I'm the president and editor of Rotary. First time I've been here, really happy to see y'all. And I'm here with my red badge yesterday, Katie. And we're here to let you know that we're having a party October 20th, and names are due out. So if anybody wants tickets, I have tickets, they're $55 each. And we have a blast, we have music and, of course, it's fun lunch and everything, but we have a really good time. Tiki bar. And I'd like to present Ray with one of our glasses that we give our presenters.
Ooh, I get one?
You get one.
Wow.
Yeah,
From
and it's a
us.
fun event. I've been there.
This is a good tip. You guys can learn from this. That club is great. Back table, no. This table?
I'm Marina Shibanova. I'm visiting Rotarian from the new Arcadian Club.
Excellent. No other visitors. Excellent. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to step off to the side and let the auctions.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Final Friday. Yay! So, people are used to have. Should I ring the bell again? I could do that. Thank you. Oh, I was trying my big sister look. So, a couple of personal things. The first one is, twice in the last several years, I was privileged to travel to Vietnam. And it's a beautiful country. We had a fraught history. My father was 34 years in the military and served there. And one of the things that I did was I visited the Hanoi Hill, which before it was famous as a place where American flyers were imprisoned during the Vietnam War. It was a French prison for Vietnamese dissidents, complete with two, not just one, two guillotines. So it's a powerful place. And in the wake of John McCain's death, I've been thinking about that time in our history, and I've been thinking about what he endured. And this isn't political, this is personal. I'm grateful that nobody in this room, or anyone we know and love, I hope will ever have to go through what he did. So I would like a moment of silence for John McCain. Thank you. And on the tables, I have put things. I have been cleaning my house out. That's my retirement project. 2.5 years I've been retired, and I'm still finding stuff in my house. So there are some Rotary Foundation pins. There are some four-way test coins, which are really nice. Maybe the interactors or Rotaractors would like those, please. Youth exchange students and visiting Rotarians, take whatever you want off the table. There's some little flyers about giving money to the Rotary Foundation and whatnot.
Mouse pad.
And a mouse pad. This is the biggest thing I found, a mouse pad. Does anybody still use mouse pads? Anyway, there's a mouse pad if you'd like. And thank you everybody for your generosity. And thank you. I know everyone's having fun with their toys and prizes. Take them. I don't want to have to take them home because you'll just see them again next month if I do. But next month, that's tomorrow. The first thing I'd like to do is give a Paul Harris Fellow to one of our members who completed this. And we really appreciate his generosity to the Rotary Foundation. For those of you who don't know, a Paul Harris Fellow is awarded to a member who has cumulatively, over their course of their Rotary career, given $1,000. And this one is really kind of extra fun because it's our president-elect, AJ. And there's your pen. Wear it with pride. Thank you very much for your generosity. Oh, how many more days, right? And just because somebody has finished their first Paul Harris Fellow is no reason to stop. And Matt Babbage knows this as well as anyone.
Yes.
He has completed his first one plus an additional 7.
Thank you. What do I get? This is some cool thing here.
Yeah, 2 little redstones.
Good, I'm going on dates now. I'll give it to her.
Is that all you're going to give your date to?
No.
Just wondering, drinks, what do you think? Okay.
Yeah, they're fake stones, man.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, will you So, the Rotary website has a ton. How many people have visited the Rotary website? Raise your hand high, raise your hand proud. Okay. How many of you have logged in and have a password and a login on the Rotary website?
At one point in time.
Okay, this is really good. There's a lot there. There's a lot of stuff about you personally, how long you've been in Rotary, you're giving, you can correct information if they have your wrong address. And the other thing is there are tons of videos. Now, they are not exactly super easy to download. I spent 3 hours yesterday morning trying to get to. But anyway, it was probably as much me as the website. But we're going to watch one of their
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again, this
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Now let's watch this.
No, we're not
Cricket!
watching-
Let's stop.
We're not watching cricket now. A brief history. Over 30 years ago, some Rotarians thought we could end polio. At that time, it was in over 170 countries, and it was very virulent still. And originally, the people who started the campaign thought, there's this many million children in the world, each dose of polio vaccine costs this much, multiply them together, that's how much money we need, and there we go. And that worked for Europe and parts of South America. It worked in a lot of places. But then we got to the tough places where they were war-torn. There were people who were being told by their religious leaders that it was a plot to do fill in the blank, something horrible to their children. It went on and on and on. And so it got down to 4 countries for a long time. And now it's at kind of going between 2 and 3. But it was more of a big deal than just raising a lot of money, which we did. We've raised billions of dollars, and we've had great partnerships. The Bill and Melinda Gates is still matching 2 to 1 the money that Rotarians donate, and Bill Gates told the former General Secretary of Rotary International, Ed Fuda, at a cocktail party one night, I heard this story later, that we're in it as long as you're in it. So that kind of financial backing, having our back while we do this. Bill Gates' father said 10 years ago, Rotary has the legs and the lungs to make this happen, meaning that Rotarians are actually out doing the immunizations, and we're telling everybody about it to do this. So it's really important. I know there could be some donor fatigue because it's been going on for a long time, but it's not quite done. And when it is quite done, then we're going to have a heck of a party, and it'll be only the second disease ever in the history of mankind that's been eradicated. What's the first one?
Smallpox.
Very good. Okay, that was my brief quiz, and now the I got it. Oh, all right. There. President's choice. As I said, downloading and I were not getting along yesterday. So there are all sorts of these. They're a couple of minutes long. Sometimes when I've been traveling, and maybe you have too, you've seen them on the airplane, especially on United, as you're waiting to take off before they take off and do all the safety stuff. So we're going to start the auction and come back to you. We have another video. So now I'm going to tell you, I'm being really personal. I'm going to be personal again. Some of you know that one of the reasons I haven't been at some of the meetings lately is that in November, my dear friend Janet lost her vision. They don't know why, and they can't fix it. So Marty and I have taken her to UC Davis in Sacramento 11 times this calendar year. And I try to plan around it, you know, so we have what we're doing too. And then I change things a lot, thank goodness for the internet. But this one I couldn't really change. And that is the reason that the first auction item are 2 tickets to see Lyle Lovett at HSU on September 13th at the Van Duzer Theater. And my husband said, because he's the more frugal of the two of us, he said, well, just find someone to buy them. And I said, well, I think I'll put them in the Final Friday, and someone will at least pay for them, and it'll go to a good cause. So, we start off.
What's the date again?
September 13th is a Thursday.
So check your calendar. You're going to pay a lot for him because Lyle Lovett, actually, I'm not a country music guy.
And he's
Seen
very
Lyle
funny.
Lovett?
He's very
He's
funny.
amazing.
Yeah,
He's
very
just
funny.
fantastic. So, there's going to be a little split here with the auction items. I'm going to make you help me at some point so you actually do something for once in the meeting. And
You mean just here, you want besides get coffee?
yes, exactly. Besides get coffee.
Oh, now I get to play Vanna White.
I know that Ian was just looking at his calendar.
What?
Ian was looking at his calendar, so I think we should definitely show those to Ian. And then we're going to start the bidding at what?
75.
75. A ticket?
That sounds about.
That's really
that's
really
good.
nice.
75 a ticket is probably appropriate.
That is very generous of you. Do we have 80 a ticket?
I guess we could sell 1 ticket at a time.
Yeah, I was going to say we could sell 1 ticket at a time if you really want to make this rough. Come on, somebody's got to punish Ian for this. This is just way too easy. So, 80 a ticket? I hope I could go, because if I can't, it's going to be really depressing. I haven't looked at my schedule. Do we have 85 a ticket? Oh, yeah. Do we have 85 a ticket? We should have 85. 80 going once. 80 going twice. sold to me. That worked. Hey, Ian, I might give you some tickets because I don't know if I'm even in town. I might be the worst auctioneer ever.
I think you're the best auctioneer ever. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Scott, very much. All right, so. Yes.
Yes.
So we have, today we're having a different kind of auction item, and I'm going to have Andreas and Finn tell us about it. Human trafficking.
So, we are going to be auctioning off 4 hours of Finn's time to come to your house and do whatever you need. Yard work, housework, anything like that.
Does he cook? Do you cook?
Let me help Finn with that answer. Yes.
He does cook. He's actually, I haven't had it yet, but he brags that he makes his favorite German dish.
Which is what?
Which is toast.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah. So you could have gourmet Wiener Schnitzel made for you at your house.
So we're thinking it's yard.
Plus dishes. Full service. So the funds are going to be split half. Half is going to go to the club and half
Rotary Foundation.
to the Rotary Foundation, and half is going to go to Finn. He is trying to raise money for 2 Rotary trips that he wants to go on this year, and I'll let him talk to you about those trips. But before I turn it over to Finn, I just want to say he's a really good worker, very pleasant. It's a good deal. All right, Finn, tell him about your trips.
Yeah. So I like to go on 2 trips. One is a New York, Washington DC, and Philadelphia trip, and the other trip is Western Safari. The first trip are 8 days long, and the second trip, Western Safari, is 2 weeks long in this area, so California, and all the big sites, so San Francisco, Grand Canyon, and everything in California is there. And it would be a nice experience when I can go on this trip, but I have to raise a little bit money for them. Because I really like to go to New York or something like this because it's on the other side, and then I had both sides and can see all from the country. And
really, there's not that much difference between New York and Arcata. I've been both places.
I actually was going to say, there's not much in between either.
So that would be a fantastic thing. We could auction that off right now, but I have a better idea. Because there are tickets here that we could draw, and if somebody happens to win money, it's more money that they can give to you. So we're going to do that before. We're going to let you draw the first ticket.
481155.
1155.
Is it you?
That's going on.
He has won the raffle in McKinleyville 2 times in a row. So we're taking him to Vegas.
Well, I'm going to have to get your payout for that because would you like to draw the next ticket? Maybe he'll draw yours.
481164.
Which time we got? 164.
Well,
If you win again,
so let's just throw that back in there and see if
I'm so confused.
he won, but there's 2 tickets, and so I have to draw those. So there you go. There's your $5, and I'm going to collect your money for you. Well, you start the auctioning on this lovely item.
Ray?
Well, I just have a question on for Finn, for his services. Can you do like, how many times since
Yeah,
he's
we
here?
can multiply
I
them.
mean,
Well, I guess that's up to
We got weekends. So Finn. Come on. Okay, so Finn's going to start this off. Remember what minimum wages are in California. And so you have to at least go, and taxes and stuff, so we should really start this at $100. So go ahead and start.
Yeah.
$100, you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
Okay. $100.
Anybody? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So now you say 120.
120. Okay.
140.
140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
160.
Tell them, don't tell me.
160.
160.
Yes.
All right, we got 2. What's next? Keep going.
170.
Oh no, 180.
Yeah, 170 is an unlucky number, so let's see if we can get 180.
Okay.
200 is a really good number.
Okay. You've got 180 there? Yeah. Okay.
I really like
So how much, do we have 2 bidders?
Do we have 2 bidders? She dropped out?
I'm 180 and I'm tapped out.
Or we could do it like 2 at one.
Yeah.
So let's do 2 at 160.
Yeah, let's do 2
Can we
at
do that?
160.
So you both get it? Are you willing to do 8 hours?
Yeah.
You want to get twice?
Right, so that's, we have 2 winners at 160 each. So you have 2 people you're
Yeah.
gonna have. All
Thank
right.
I'm sorry, what's our visitor's name?
I'm Katie.
Katie, thank you, Katie.
She's from Red River. She just took red badge yesterday.
Woo, Katie.
One thing, I like to split the raffle with Jen because I think he also needs some money for his trips, and so we split.
Oh, so we're gonna carry you both of you?
No, the raffle winnings. It was Jen's ticket.
No. The face you made when you cook, when you said, I said, do you cook?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
cooks.
yeah.
Oh, he
Let's raffle.
Just say it. Okay. And to go along with all that hard yard work, sorry, not for you, you're not 21, but maybe the person, maybe Lisa, you can sit on your deck and sip tequila while you watch it work. I don't know, who donated this?
I brought it, but it's with the succulents.
Oh, tequila.
Okay.
Succulents. This one here? Okay. Okay. So, I don't know, you don't feed the tequila to the succulents, right?
No, but you watch your succulents grow as you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Vanna, so here's what I need you
This
to
is
do.
from Claire.
Go, it's tequila, so go stand near Scott.
One morning, yeah.
Yes. Well, apparently, my number was $50, but Maggie changed the number to 75. So we're starting the bidding at 75. Do we have 75? Looking for 75. We have 75. Do we have 80?
The succulents are from a nursery in Malibu that's been there for years and years.
Wow.
So here.
We
Sorry, I
have
feel really badly thinking, because that's what
Do we have 110? We have 110. Do we have 110? We have 110. Going once.
120.
We have 120. Do we have 130? We have 120 going once. 120 going twice. 130. Do we have 140? We have 130 going once.
The next one.
Someone else can jump in on this. 130 going twice. Sold. AJ.
This was up here, but does this go with wine? Or, I don't know what this, anybody want to claim that?
That actually just ended up coming, and so we're going to toss that onto some auction that needs to carry it.
Well, there's 2 bottles of Baron's
Okay,
Baron's
cool.
Gonna
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to do this one next. The Humboldt Coastal Harvest from Cam.
Wow. This has a lot of things. So there's a pound of smoked ocean fresh king salmon, 1.7 pounds, 5 pounds of Pacific halibut, vac sealed and frozen, 2 pounds of black snapper, which, as I understand, that if you were to get it and want it fresh, and if we're going to do a fish cook today, that we could get it as fresh, not vacuum sealed. 4 half-pint jars of North Coast albacore with bay leaf, 2 half-pint jars of Fieldbrook plum jelly, a $25 gift certificate for Los Bagels, and this is from Humboldt Coastal Pacific Waters and apple. So, I think that we need to start this at a lot higher than either of our normal numbers. So, why don't we start it at 150? Do we have 150? Do we have 150? Do we have 175? Looking for 175. This is a lot of fish. We have 175. Do we have 200? We have 200. Do we have 225? We have 225. Do we have 250? 250. Do I have 275? I have 250. 250 going once. 250 going twice. Sold.
That sounds great. This is from Siva. Did she leave?
No, she's back there.
Oh, I don't see her.
Bamboo.
I mean, it sells itself. It says welcome. The bottom's twisted.
I see that. I see that. It's.
But
Just
it's
like the person carrying it. It's fine. Oh, she picks on me constantly. I can't help it.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
anyway, it's a nice sound, bamboo.
It's a really nice sound.
All right. Well, let me do you a favor. Here, this will be great. It's your turn. You can do this one. Besides, I like the noise.
Yeah, despite the Vanna-ish, nature of his walking around there. Come on, be Vanna. So what do we say? We're going to start this at 75. Anybody got $75 for some wind? Come on. All right. Yes. All right, we've got 75. So, anybody else? 75. Do we have 100? Do we have 100 for the wind chime? 75. Going once. 75
Sounds
going twice. Sold. 75, and your name again is?
Michelle.
President of Mad River.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes.
I think we should throw in the Wheelchair Foundation bag for her.
That
Yes.
might make
To carry that.
Yes.
I think Mad River should be invited to our auction more often.
Yeah, you guys, bring your next in a month, the final Friday, the last Friday, we always do this. So next month, bring your friends from your club, bring them all.
Bring your club. We can have a club challenge and see which club donates more to our club.
Yeah. That's like
All
a
to the
win.
foundation.
We'll let
Yeah,
them
it's
win.
all for the Rotary
What do you
Foundation.
want to do next?
Everybody's a winner.
Do you have a plan?
I do have a plan. It's this plan. I have another video. I wanted to break it out.
No, no he nacido en esta comunidad, yo soy del departamento.
Ich wurde in Ica geboren, doch ich wohne seit 5 Jahren in dieser Gemeinde. Wie Sie sehen, ist alles hier sehr arm.
It's very poor. Nosotros tenemos filtración.
Water from the river leads directly into our wells. Direkt in unsere Brunnen ein. Wir bemerken, dass unsere Kinder unter Dauerströmung
The
leben.
audio is not right.
Se analizó el agua de nuestros pozos.
When they analyzed the Wasser analysiert wurde, waren wir sehr überrascht über den hohen Grad der Kontamination.
Determinado que estaba el agua del pozo. Que incluso
Und sagt auch, dass das Wasser nicht als Trinkwasser geeignet sei.
You can mute it, people will probably get the point.
I think so.
Creyendo ella que esas personas son necesitadas. Un buen aplauso, una vez.
Als Mutter kann ich mir versichern, dass diese Küsse das Beste waren, was uns passieren konnte. Endlich haben wir wieder mehr Lebensqualität.
That's better.
Is that subtitle?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we want everyone to understand.
Not this time. Leave him do it. So now you have to look at the screen and read what it says.
Yeah.
I believe that's Maria, who we saw in the previous video.
I was going to say, this is a perfect time to talk about it.
Yeah, so related to this project, World Community Services is meeting on Tuesday, and we are going to be having Lonnie Grafman, who came and spoke to us a while back about water projects. He's going to come to that meeting, talk to us about some ideas for us funding some water projects, not in Peru, but other places around the world. So,
Which meeting?
Huh?
It'll come next week?
Yeah, Tuesday, Tuesday,
World
our
Community
World Community
Service.
Service meeting. We asked him to come to talk to us because, and I'm letting you know, one, because it's relevant and they're not talking, and two, because it's a reminder that we have a committee meeting since it's a holiday weekend. People
But
might
any
forget.
member can go to a committee.
Absolutely.
If they have an interest in the water
Yeah.
project or getting involved.
When is your meeting?
It's at 7 o'clock in the morning at Country Store.
Yeah, Country Store 7.
Tuesday morning.
So you're welcome to come, but he's gonna come and talk to us about some projects because we would like to get involved in something like that. Because it is so basic, such a basic need to have clean water. We take it for granted, or we complain about the water we have, but
But we can drink it.
we can drink it and not die, exactly, so, right.
Thank you. Okay, Romy.
Well, these, one of them, the heavyweight right there, that's Behrens and Hitchcock. And that one, Behrens and Hitchcock, is actually, the Hitchcock side has retired. So there's a very little bit of Behrens and Hitchcock still made. The other one is Behrens Family Winery, because Les still has many kids in college. And so he's got to keep going. So the Behrens and Hitchcock, the heavyweight, it's a 2011. And so I just looked it up on the wine searcher, and the places that I find it, it's about 90 and a little hard to get, but that gives you an idea about that one. And then the other one is Behrens Family Winery. That's a Rapture, and it's Rapture Spring Mountain Petite Syrah. It's actually a 2014, which is a little early to drink yet, but the 2013 year, it got a 95 by Robert Parker, and he said that it should be banging down the door and filling up the trucks with this monster, massively extracted wine. This Petite Syrah is the most primordial, best, super pure, and black as the moonlight. There you go. Go, Robert Parker. Robert Parker, actually, the story is they were just making wine here in Humboldt County, and somehow Robert Parker got a bottle, and he rated it a 95, and it was Cinderella's story. Boom, their lives were a success from there on. So they love Robert Parker, and Robert Parker loves their wine.
So, before we start any bidding or ask any questions, how many people have a large wine cellar? Because I'm going to stare at you more. Nobody's going to give up?
I can't.
Oh!
I can't keep one. It just keeps going away.
Well, I think that my number is 50 and yours is 75.
No,
so-
mine's 100.
Well, oh, yours is 100, so let's add our numbers then. So it's 150. Could we start the bidding at 150? Yes, we can. 150. Excellent. Do we have 175? Do we have 175? There's a heavyweight and Rapture. It is fun.
It is fun.
Wine is fun.
Big wine.
Come on, we're the club that drinks together, right? We have 175. Do we have 200? We have 200.
No, but I appreciate you did that because he should pay more than that.
225. Do we have 250? Would you like to say something? No. We have 250? 250. Do we have 275?
Is there any more wine? Is this all you have?
We have 250 going once.
Scott.
250 sold. Scott.
Thank you, Romy.
I don't know who brought this. Who brought this?
I brought that, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
More tequila. Casamigos Reposado, really good, and these cool little shot glasses with the glowing colors in the bottom. So,
Oh, yeah.
And limes.
So because the limes are real, you're going to plan to drink that, or at least eat your limes this weekend, but so go bad. So we want to start the bidding on this one at $75. Do I have 75? Over here, of course. We have 75. See, I should start. Do I have 100? Does anyone want to do 100? Clemence says, no, you don't want to do 100.
I do just have to help you with this because this
How about
this is tequila.
how about 95? Do I have 95? Anyone want to do 95 on this? Under $100. Under $100. What a deal. $95. Anybody want to do 95? You're all just thinking you're going to drink with him, right? Is that?
I think Tomas and sharing is overrated.
All right. Well, then you guys are giving it away. Oh, we've got 95 over here.
100.
We got 100. We rounded up 100. Thank you very much. We got 100 for this.
You were that close to
You're
this.
so close. So $100. So I have $120. Anybody? 120. Going once at 100. Going twice at 100. Sold for 100 to Craig. All right.
Back to succulents from alcohol for a momentito.
And this one is actually very fun.
Brian Reeser.
This is from Julie, and this I really like the story behind this. So, not only do you get the succulents, with the succulents there are rocks and dirt. And not only are there rocks and dirt, but there's also a separate tray on the bottom to help keep you from getting water when you water your succulents all over your things. So that, look at this. I mean, the fact that it separates, clearly we have to start this at $75. Somebody needs this. It needs to be in their house. Yeah, we have 75. Do we have 100? Do we have 100? Look at that separating plate.
Oh yeah, that.
It is amazing. Yeah. Show us again. Separating plate.
That can also be used as a serving tray.
Yes, you can actually, absolutely. It's great to put 2 shot glasses on with tequila. We have 75. Do we have 85?
Jello shots.
We have 75 going once. 75 going twice. 75 sold. Thank you, Ed.
Now we're back to the alcohol. A bottle of Zinfandel. I do not know who brought it.
I did this.
I did this. Okay.
The ribbon is to hold on. There's a $40 Birdseed gift certificate with it, and it's a Joel guy.
Okay.
So now I'm Vanna. We're going to start this at 75.
I was going to say, now you're Vanna, yet you're selling your own product. 75.
Yeah.
We have 75.
What, does Vanna not do that?
No, Vanna does this.
Okay.
I get it. We'll call you.
75. We've got 75. Thanks for keeping us on track here. Okay, do I have 100? Bottle of wine, a $40 gift certificate. Got 75 going once, 75 going twice, and sold to Randy.
Thank you, Randy. We have 2 more items, and this month all the proceeds from the auction will go, except what Finn is taking home for his yard work, will go to the polio eradication campaign.
Sure. Sure.
This is from AJ.
AJ, would you like to say something about that?
I'm so sorry Julie the Safe is not here because
A little French themed basket. Brought some goodies back from France. So
See, now I gotta
I
get all of
have
this.
French soap. I have French wine. I have a gift certificate to Le Mans in Henderson
France?
Center. And a scarf. Some lavender.
Some lavender. Oh. Oh, geez.
That is you,
It's totally
so
me.
pretty.
Imported. So I can't start at my normal number, I have to go up.
It's going to be €100 right here.
Yes, yes. No, but I think that since it's traveled so far, I think it's fair. Let's start this at 100. It's a bottle of French wine. It gives John. We have
At 100?
Do we have 110? Looking for 110. We have 110. Do we have 120?
150.
We have 150. Do we have 160? Do we have 160? We have 150 going once, and that scarf is going to look great on him, but it'd be better with your shirt. 150 going once, 150 going twice. Sold. Big John.
Merci, merci.
This is from Bob Moore.
Wow, Bob, you should say something about this while I drink it.
Well, that is the old-fashioned package right there.
Yes, this is a very nice old-fashioned package, complete with the Luxardo cherries, Woodford Reserve, stones, glasses. This is wonderful.
In case, how many of you actually measure?
4 of those is wide.
So,
How do you put it on both sides at the same time, though?
I actually want to kind of stand over here because I know you just lost out at 75 last time, but I think this would be another nice 75 to start out at. Look at how nice that was. 75.
Bob, do you freeze the stones? Is that
Yes.
what- Okay, so it doesn't dilute. I like that.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Yeah, so we have 75. Do we have 100? This is fantastic. We have 100. We have 125. Do we have 150?
I think Maggie raised her hand.
What now?
I thought I saw you raise your hand.
We have
No, I
125.
was pointing at Matt.
200.
Wait, did you say 200?
No.
He's trying to make me say something and then they're careful.
Yes, you have to be
So
careful.
you got, where are you at? What's
We're
your
at
bid?
125 with that, so do we have 150?
Oh, we got ice tea off this morning or not, that's one thing I'm worried about.
Well, you can freeze the.
Just freeze the stones.
And then it
He may not be able to
doesn't
wait
dilute.
that. He may not be able to wait that long. Get some ice on the way to the office.
Hey, you know, it's good warm. Do we have 150? Do we have 125? Do we have 150?
I got some ice at my office, Matt, you can stop by.
There we go.
Going once.
It is Friday, fantastic.
Going twice. Sold.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so we just raised $1,710.
Yeah.
That takes care of more than half of our polio eradication goal for this year, so we're right on track to do well, and it's only the end of August. We have many more months. I have, do you have more?
I have a little bit more, but we can do it.
Okay, let me just say, okay, so checks to the Rotary Foundation. If you want to use your credit card, see Nick, you have the.
Where?
Okay, the money for Finn, I'll figure out, so we get it directly to him and don't run it through the credit card, that's fine. And I have everybody's Rotary Foundation numbers over here, which is your member number. So if you would like to go online to the Rotary website and set up an account and just take a look, take a peek around. You can look at a lot of things without logging in, but to log in you'll see stuff about your giving and when you join and all that sort of thing. So come and I'll give you your number. And thank you very much for your generosity. Woo!
So thank you. That's going to be the final Friday format for the year. We're going to try to make that the final Friday. So thank you for that. However, I still need to put one little piece at the end because I didn't let anybody do announcements. So does anybody have anything that needs to be announced?
I do.
Anything coming up?
Yeah, for the Arcata Walk to fight suicide prevention, I know Romy, where are you, Romy? She's in charge of the team, so talk to her about the team. I need some volunteers. I need some Rotarians. They're like, this is on September 9th. They could use like maybe 4 or 5 solid Rotarians.
That's Sunday morning.
Yeah, I'm dealing with lots of social workers, and they're not good at organizational stuff, so I need some Rotarians that follow, well, except for Maggie over there, she's awesome. she's the queen of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So this would be being on the plaza at 8 o'clock
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
overnight.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you're going to be part of the team anyway, so maybe we could just get hands of people who are willing to be there at 8 o'clock on the 9th.
And if you could please register on the website, you don't have to fundraise, we just need you to register on the website for liability reasons, number one. Number two, the more people we have, I keep saying bodies and they get mad at me, but the more people that show up, the more money we get back from the organization. Because we raise money, but if we can show a bigger need, they'll send us San Francisco's money, which is always a good thing. So the more people that register, the better.
Crystal.
You writing these people down? Oh, she is, okay.
Yep.
And then the last thing is, can I get some, has anyone got a truck that can pick up the arbor at Matterer Farms? Okay, Randy's on that, and I think it says Romy already did that. Please register, that's it.
Yes, please do register. I sent an email out to the whole club. If you didn't get that, let me know. Any amount is really helpful. And if you're not going to be here on Sunday the 9th, you can still join the team. Just go to that email that I sent everyone, click join the team. Even if you give $10, it would be wonderful. But also being there. I only have about 4 of us who have joined the team. So please do join the team. As I said before, suicide affects so many people. You know someone who has been so directly affected by suicide, and our community. Actually, I knew that it was one of the highest rates. It's double the California and the national average here in Humboldt County, and it is something we need to talk about. We need to come together, and we need to make sure that we are providing support and prevention and education and supporting this walk out of darkness is an excellent way to do it.
Romy, would you mind sending the email out again?
I will send it again.
Because I got it, I'm sure, but.
I will send it again.
And the link will be in the, I don't know if I already have it there, but it will be in the
You're on the
spirit.
team, Dick, thank you.
Somewhere else. Thank you. Do we have anything else?
Home Away from Home, it's a community potluck for students at HSU who want to meet local people. It's a potluck, invited to bring items. That's September 9th.
Same
5
day.
to 7, yes, so if you want some more info, I've got that. And then Women, Wealth, and Wisdom. Want to meet some other powerful women besides all of you in the room. September 28th, this is an event put on by Leave a Legacy, which is Hospice of Humboldt, Ollie at HSU, Humboldt Botanical Garden, St. Joseph Health, HSU, and the Humboldt Area Foundation on women talking about wealth, which isn't just for the wealthy, and planning your estates. Got some flyers.
I just want to mention a little bit more about the Welcome Home. For the new students that come here, the majority of our students come from hundreds and hundreds of miles away, and they're a little overwhelmed in Arcata. It's kind of scary to get off campus and to walk around and to start to embrace this new and very different community. And the Welcome Home to Humboldt is this potluck on Sunday. So we be together for the Out of the Darkness walk, and then everyone who comes just make the theme this particular month is some comfort food, and all you need to do is make a dish for 10 people, and then if lots of people in the community do it, it's at the D Street Community Center, then we have a beautiful array of stuff for the students. It's free to them, and they really are touched by the community outreach of people just saying, we want you to feel welcome in our community. There's also a table of free stuff, and the theme for that table of free stuff is house stuff and toiletries. And so please do come and help our Humboldt State students feel like they are a very welcome part of our community.
That's a good RISE event.
It would be it's a RISE event. Maggie, woo! I have to look at the time. I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
5.
Is it 5?
I think it's 5
I think
or
it's 5.
5:30, but I think it's 5. 5 to 7.
5 to 7, you're correct.
All right. RISE event.
Yeah, this is an early announcement, but put September 22nd on your calendar. We're going to have a second year of us volunteering for trail work in the Arcata Community Forest. We had a great turnout last year. About 20 of you came. And so starting next week, I'll I'll pass around a clipboard with a sign-up sheet so you can volunteer to do that. We'll be from about 9 to 12 in the morning, Saturday morning, the 22nd. And at the end of the morning, they'll be serving us a nice lunch, which includes hot soup. So put it on your calendar, please.
Anything else?
I've heard a rumor that our district governor is coming to visit us September 21st. Is that true?
That is true.
Not a rumor. Okay.
Not a rumor.
It's on my calendar.
It'll actually even be announced at our next meeting.
Cool.
So, perfect.
Are we going to agree?
I have an art show.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At the Humboldt Cider Company. Yeah, I'll be showing some of my abstract work, and it's Arts Alive. So
How long will it be on display?
actually, they only do it for Arts Alive nights.
Just that night?
Yeah.
And what's the address?
They'll have a band.
F Street.
F Street. It's right next to Domino's.
Go there, Janice can't do that.
So tomorrow is our select.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good.
First Saturday.
That's in the spirit. The address is in the spirit.
Excellent.
I'm so impressed.
Do we have anything else?
I'm going to say something. Okay. I'm going to come up.
Uh-oh.
Because
Stand in front of the camera.
Hold on. Right. Right here.
I just want to remind everybody, we've got these, I hear about things like committee meetings that are happening, like the international committee meeting. It's happening next week. If I know about those ahead of time, if you can email me, let me know, and I'll get it in the spirit. I've got a section for committee meetings now.
First Tuesday.
So please let me know more than 5 or 6 hours in advance. Okay?
First Tuesday every month.
No, email him so that he's not.
Email.
I'll email you every
I'm gonna write all that down. So anyway, let me know. Let me know when your committees are meeting.
And wait, a huge thank you to Dick for putting together the newsletter
Yes.
every
Oh.
week. We so appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I realized something just now. I didn't do a Rotarian of the Week, so I have to do one, because it would be wrong if I didn't. And I have to give it to Terry, because she did the foundation, and we're
Yes,
changing to
Terry.
this, so this is it. So you're my Rotarian of the Week.